ain't no intro. So it's like I don't want to say last ditch effort attempt or whatever because I'm probably not gonna stop trying. But it's the last thing that I'm gonna do before I actually just like can fully move on to the Mark III and then come back to this. So last video saw the injector cups were leaking. Right, I told you I got the billet ones in the mail. This is them right here from Euro Tuning or whatever. I forget. All right, boom. Actually, they don't look that bad. They look pretty good. So right now, I'm probably gonna clean this whole thing up. Maybe not. I'm sick of this car. I'm probably just gonna get these out real quick, right? And slap this whole thing back together. Hope for the best. See, I did a little bit I cleaned this corner out somewhat. I did a little something in it, assembled the bearing press, and I just knew that was gonna be necessary because I don't know, Audis and Volkswagens, bro, they have like, they got washed up bearings, bro. I'm pretty sure y'all fixed it by now, but these generation of cars, for Audi, Volkswagen, their bearings be like just giving out. It's the rears with Audis and it's the fronts with Volkswagens. They just be, taking a dump when they feel like it. Sound like you driving a train. All right, so, in an outro. This shit's kind of low-key dirty somewhat. But not really. It's not all that bad. I've seen a lot worse. I don't see no major real issues or leaks or anything like that. So I guess we chilling right now. So, like I said, I'm about to hop on this. They didn't send me the tool, so I had to make my own. It's this is 17. It's pretty much a lug nut with some vice grips on it. And I guess to go back in, I'll wrap it with some tape. One of these selections of tape, some Teflon tape or some sort of tape or some shit like that, so I don't damage the nice new billet aluminum stuff, or just cause another problem of some sort. Yo, speaking of problems, y'all gonna like this one. All right, so that Mercedes over there, that C240, that little flip car, literally got that car for $650 all the way in, I forget what state, Rhode Island or New Hampshire, one of those two, right? Alternator, this one was seized up, boy. So that like squeaking on the belt I was hearing is pretty much coming from this thing just chewing the belt off. That's some of the residue right there. So it's like a local junkyard. They had one that was real close. I just wanted to get this car out of here. The price difference from the new to the old one, I don't know, it was maybe like $100 difference or whatever. But this one popped up in the mail. Not in the mail. This one came through from local junkyard. Right. So second I got it back, I'm hyped. I'm like, all right, I'm about to get this car out of here. Right. I go to put it in, and this plug right here just snaps the hell off. Like gently touching it. And it's a tight spot just to get this alternator in and out of a C240. It's like the coolant lines are kind of in the way. You got like push and pull, at the same time. It's some nonsense. But it's like this little 2-wire plug. But this thing snapped clean off, right? So my options were to either take this whole piece and swap it with that one. That didn't go well because all the bolts and stuff were seized up on it, and that was that. So I hit it with some super glue, and we're gonna cross our fingers and hope that stays together. Otherwise, I'll be buying another one. I should stop touching it. I should just let that shit dry. I bust it again. That'd be just my luck. All right, so in the meantime, I'm gonna come back and keep fucking with this. Right, respectively, I probably should like paint it, but I don't want to. I really don't want to. I have a brand new valve cover. Chances are I'm not even gonna keep this intake manifold. Just wanna like make sure it's running, and then we'll go drop money on some, real fancy stuff or whatever. I know this local fab guy. He does good work. Did work on my boy's car, his big turbo 1.8 B6, but it takes forever. So we'll see what happens. we'll see what happens. Right now, we're gonna try this. Hopefully this, you know, these things stop peeing and it just does what it's supposed to do and work. All right, so we'll be back. Ain't no outro. Ain't no intro. We got a win, but we got a W with an L. So the W is, all right, the new injector cups are in. Probably should have taken a picture of those, like, all right, but you can kind of see them there. Look shiny, good. And you know, I also shot some bullshit paint on this thing. Reasons why, I don't really have a good one. On to the W stuff. The car revs now. Okay, it's no longer like breaking up, you know, too bad. It's not all choppy. It's a lot less than that. Still got one misfire. It's off cylinder 2. This cup, no matter, I think it's just still leaking. You can kind of see it's like wet. Maybe you can't see. Let's get a good shot of that. God damn it. Anyway, that one's still leaking. So I still have a misfire on that. But I don't know. I don't know why I feel like I got a W. It's not really a W. It's still not like running, you know, but it's running a lot better. So I think I'm going to, oh, I'm also getting a code for this O2 sensor. So I think I'm gonna pop off that downpipe. Either one, try to clean it. If that doesn't work, I shall be replacing it. And I have got some exhaust wrap. So, I mean, I know it's purple, but it was just like the cheapest one. I got, ain't no intro. All right. So, injector cup number 2. Even though those are new injector cups, those billet ones, it's still leaking. So, someone told me to put some spacers, you know, like some washers or something, like right underneath this. All right, so maybe it's like it's too close, putting too much pressure on the O-ring. But that's just, I guess, wishful thinking at the moment. I'm gonna pop off this downpipe, wrap it in this purple shit. Don't really care. I'm gonna save the black stuff for the Mark III. And, oh, probably gonna connect the rest of this exhaust. Show you what it looks like. All right, so that's like our mid pipe section. All right, and up here, I don't know if you can see that, but it's pretty much right, the manifold, and then you can barely see it, but it's right there, that piece right there. So that's like the initial piece of the downpipe. There's some more. Just get over here. All right, I know, very shitty welding. It's all good. You know, I figure I'm gonna do what everybody else in New York does, is just go to Shea Stadium, like, Bobby, you know, fix this for me. But I'm just gonna throw a V-band on here to that flex pipe, and then run this whole pipe there. So as you can see, it's just this little glass pack. That's the only thing that's gonna be doing anything for the sound. So, you know I'm hungry. All right, so I'm about to go inside real quick. I'm gonna eat something and come back out. Ain't no outro. figured out the idling issue somewhat. We had to turn up the pressure on the fuel pressure regulator. It all right, it's at 0 now. Whatever. It's I think it was running at like 48 and just sounding real bad, and I bumped it up to like 58, and everything got a lot nicer. And then let's see, car had a little bit too much oil in it. Pretty sure that was contributing to fouling out the plugs. And then I threw I welded the rest of that exhaust up in there. It's not exactly like flush with the rest of the car, you know, underneath. It's maybe like a inch or half an inch kind of below, but whatever. You know. I'm about to go eat. I is hungry, you know, niggas be hungry. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna address that cup. I can never get a good shot of that. There it is. Yeah, but that one cup right there, boy, that shit just wants to leak no matter what. So I found another new injector. I'm about to swap the rings on that one, and then I'm gonna try something different, a little bit different. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna try adding spacers. Somebody on Facebook mentioned this, and they're saying maybe I'm just bottoming out, right? And then, you know, the O-rings are just compressing, and then the fuel's leaking past that. So we're gonna try and just add a few washers. Yeah, whatever. We're gonna try to add a few washers on either side of this rail. I think, where is it? You know, things never look the same on camera. All right, so that one, and then that one. So we're gonna pop this up. All right, throw on new rings on number 2. Right, probably gonna swap out more spark plugs, just burning through them. Just trying to do everything I can to get it like okie dokie. And then I don't know what else is to do with this thing. Probably gonna smash the bumper back on, which won't take long. You know, we got these new quick release little knobs here, his little nips. You know, seem to be doing their J.O. Bizzle. Lets the bumper go off, on and off pretty easily. One thing we're gonna address, okay? I don't know how this fell out the box for the coilovers, but it did. When I got the B5, it came with coilovers on the back and nothing in the front. I might have a picture someplace. I do. I'm gonna see if I can find it. It was like the day, but you can kind of tell that the front is just like higher than the rest of it. But these are the solo works that are supposed to go on the back to replace the old ones that the car came with. I changed the fronts. That little spacer that I showed you in that earlier clip, I don't know how it fell out the box, but it did. So I kind of have to like, I don't know, take it off and then put it that bit back in there. Otherwise, like, you know, the springs are gonna be like jumping all over the place. I'm pretty sure it's pretty dangerous too. This is stuff for the Mark III. Right, we have a new aluminum radiator, hood release cable, some spark plugs, some NGKs. This is a piece of wood. This is hood struts. Right. Gonna put it on some wheel studs. It's probably not easy to see. Yeah, like I was saying, wheel studs. Right. Some lug nuts I probably shouldn't use. Probably shouldn't do this either, but I probably am. We got, I think I got a couple of bottles of this stuff. I just didn't put it all in the living room. But we're gonna change the diff oil. My old filter kind of like melted itself. This one does seem a little short, but it does have the 4-inch. It's just kind of like one of the issues when you order stuff online, you know? I was expecting to be, you know, a lot taller, but it's a 4x4, so it's like 4 inches this way, and it's like a 4-inch diameter. So, yeah, they got me, whatever. I think these are the clips that go on the roof, right? When they did the paint job, they got to pull off the those like little rubber strips that go on top of the roof. Then we got a clutch This isn't anything special. It's supposed to be a stage 5 something or another. All I know is that I didn't want to kick out the bread for the clutch master stuff, so I bought the cheapo one. Shame on me. His oil pan gasket, a rear main seal, and I'm pretty sure there's more parts downstairs, but this is the stuff I got going right now. 10-pound weights I don't use, and I don't know. We're probably gonna continue, as much as I'm regretting it. Probably gonna continue to keep throwing more solutions and parts at the B5, and then when I finally get frustrated enough, we're gonna give up on that car, which is gonna go to the Mark III because we know it works, and we can have fun with it. So ain't no intro, ain't no outro. I'm gonna drop this one for y'all. I'm gonna keep them going. I know I haven't been dropping as frequently as I normally do. Come on, Lotus. But it's cold, man. It's brick, bro. It's brick out here. It's like 19 degrees and shit. What? I'm Jamaican. I'm not going out in that kind of weather, bro. I know I'm working indoors. I got the heater and all that other good stuff, but still, my toes be like feeling it. Anyway, but I'm gonna keep y'all, on the up and up. We'll see what's next. Ain't no outro. Butters. What's up, ugly?